Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalrin, and as of Tuesday on the US servers, there's a lot of content coming out for Battle for Azeroth. In this video, I want to cover everything that is coming out so you guys can get your hands on it and test everything out. There's a lot of ways to grind gear, there's a lot of ways to get competitive, and there's a lot of reason to now push for rating, gear, and or boss kills. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The first thing that you guys will be able to check out as soon as the servers hit and the next day for Europeans are the rares. There are now world bosses in the game. They were supposed to kind of come out last week, or at least that's what we thought, but it turned out to be a bug by Blizzard developers, and there were, the world quest itself was released too early. Well, now they're actually out. You should be able to find them on the map, group up with people, and take them down. They should reward you with gear as well, so it's a good chance for you guys to see if you can get some free loot out of them. You should go and do them on every single character to see what you get. The second thing I think a lot of you guys will get into are Mythic Plus Dungeons. Everybody's gonna want to start farming these at least once a week. Mythic Plus Dungeons have also got changed up a bit. Not only do you have brand new dungeons of Battle for Azeroth, with all the different class changes, some of the compositions might feel a little bit different. But also in how they structure themselves, that too is going to be slightly different. As very first affix, it'll give you tyrannical or it'll give you fortified, allowing players to get accustomed to the idea that mobs or bosses are going to start hitting harder, and then other fixes will roll in. With this season of Mythic Pluses in Battle for Azeroth, they are also introducing a seasonal affix. This one will be available once you're trying to do your dungeon at level 10. That means instead of having a level 15 cap to get your best possible gear for the weekly Mythic Plus, now you'll be grinding up to 10, but you should also expect that 10 will also be kind of difficult to get to. Infested will be this season's affix, and that affix will add a little bit extra flavor. The seasonal affixes are supposed to mark a brand new season for Mythic Pluses, as well as add a brand new mechanic for players to take on at highest possible difficulty level. You will want to free up some time at some point this week in order to get your Mythic Pluses done. I think it's going to be a great way for people to get great loot, and the higher you can go with your Mythic Pluses, the better the gear will be. So as somebody who will be raiding in Battle for Azeroth Mythics, I am definitely going to want to get mine done as soon as possible. Also, the PvP season should be started up as well. Check in over the Duels Guild, and I guess it's time to acclimate yourself to the Duels Guild and start dueling players there. It'll be basically the hub for a lot of PvPers to hang out at, and so far they haven't really been used that much. But now with the PvP season being out, you should have a reason to hang out over there. In the Duels Guild, you will have your chest that is also going to function similar to a Mythic Plus Weekly. By grinding out your conquest once you are capped, depending on your highest rating for 2s, 3s, and even RBGs, you will be able to get a piece of gear at the end of the week. I'm very interested in the type of gear it'll reward you. Is it going to be a guarantee for an Azerite piece of gear, or can it be something like a weapon, maybe even shoulder pieces? And I wonder if it will be possible to maybe get like a full set of PvP gear from it, maybe just for a transmog. And makes me wonder what kind of goodies we can get out of it in the long run. With that also being said, 2s and 3s should now start rewarding you with gear, so the better you are at 2s and 3s, you should be able to grind out gear from those types of activities as well. I'm also hoping that the dueling area for the Duels Guild will start getting some use. It was super fun to play with on the beta, and I'm hoping that a lot more people will try it out. As per usual, I will show you locations of where they are on the screen for the Horde and Alliance if you guys want to check out that area. On top of this, Warfronts will start up, but not quite fully. So the Alliance will be able to enter the Warfronts area, as in the zone that is being terraformed because of the struggle between Horde and Alliance. You guys will be able to check out the zone, you'll be able to enter it and see all the events as well as all the dailies over there. Alliance will be able to do some of the activities, but Horde will be able to mount up an offensive and start working towards being able to take over the zone for themselves. The Horde players will be the first ones to run through the actual event of the Warfront campaign. So Alliance will have the first dibs on the ground, but the Horde will be the first ones to be able to actually participate in the activity. It'll be interesting to see players trying this out for the first time, especially if they were not aware of this type of content coming out on the beta or weren't spoiled from YouTube videos. But I'm actually very excited to see some of this stuff coming out. I think Warfronts will be very exciting because it's a fun activity that can be done on mains and alts, and I think when it comes to playing alts, it'll be a great place for you to get some free Azerite pieces of gear just to catch up with your mains. Also, it'll be an opportunity for a lot of you guys to start working for your Warfront gear, which looks amazing no matter what type of gear you have, cloth, plate, leather or mail, and what type of faction you have, because each faction is going to have their own themed pieces of gear, and especially the final tier 3 version looks absolutely amazing for every single set. And of course, last but not least, we'll have our very first raid of Battle for Azeroth, the Aldea Raid. The raid is going to feature a lot of Titan-esque type of gear, Titan-esque type of bosses, as well as a big worm looking thing called Gahoon. So it'll be very interesting to see how the fights are going to turn out in normal, heroic, as well as mythic. The LFR version of this fight will come out at a later time with wings, so if you're somebody who wants to have a couple alts, or maybe you don't have a guild but you still want to see the fights, eventually you guys will be able to see a lot of the content. A good chance that I might be streaming our first run of the Aldea Raid today, so if you guys want to make sure to catch the live stream and catch some of the happenings that I'll be experiencing in today's live stream, be sure to hit subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell in order to make sure that YouTube notifies you. As always guys, if you enjoy this type of video, if you enjoy this type of updates whenever they come out, let me know in the comments below by giving this video a like or commenting down below, letting me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see all of you guys in another video.